Okay, so here we go with the third part of this video that was inspired by a viewer who mentioned I should probably show some of my kit. And so the reason I wanted to extend this video on this project is basically to showcase how some of my gear fits into the various configurations of this pack. I've also decided to basically trim down the one on the right because it was starting to stick out a bit too much, looking like a pyramid shape Christmas tree basically. And I figured the extra pouches that were on there didn't really add that much more space, so I figured I'd just run the hydration carriers and without having anything else out here. I also wanted to make this video because it occurred to me that I didn't fully showcase both packs and the capabilities, so thank you Contra, the viewer who mentioned that I should do a video on that. But yeah, as I said, I wanted to do it in relation to these packs. So let's start with the one on the right. This is a massive hydration carrier, and I am just running a bivy cover in here, loosely fit. There we go. As you can see, it doesn't really it does't really need to be packed down, rolled up too tightly. It just loosely fits in there really nicely. On the other hydration carrier, for example, what I have in here is, actually let me get this out of the way. What I have in here currently is my knife. There you go. And foldable saw. And my East German AK mag pouch, which I carry my tent stakes in. Now I don't really have the measuring tape right now, but as you can see, that'll fit nicely in the main compartment of the hydration carrier with extra room to spare. As you can see, I have 2 hanks of paracord. And I really love this pouch actually because it has these dividers. There we go. Like, it's basically, there you go, you can see them a bit better. It basically divides the section into 4, and it also has one of these, so pretty cool. These are my regular tent stakes in here, and then I have here the 4 really heavy-duty tent stakes made of stainless steel. These are for rocky terrain or icy, snowy terrain. These will really do the job. And so yeah, I basically use the sections to kind of divide up what I have in terms of paracord for definitely to set up my tarp or anything that I need it for, basically repairs in the field. And that fits beautifully in there. And then moving on, what I have in here is a light my fire lunchbox, basically. And it has the spork, a fork that I added it to, and a couple of little cups to drink from, one inside the other. There you have it. And it also has a strainer See if this thing focuses. It has a strainer and chopping board which just fell all over the place. Okay, moving on. Right. Actually, let me get back to this pouch in a second. What I have in here at the moment is nothing, because that's, where this would go, which is a little cleaning kit. At the moment, I have my my gear kind of dispersed out on both packs, so I'm just testing out the various possibilities of what it can carry, and compartmentalizing it nicely with the different pouches. So if I was to go through this pouch right here, this is just a cleaning kit. I have a sponge, some Ziploc bags, another small sponge there, some tongs to use while cooking, and this is just a small container for soap. And here I have a tea towel to dry my stuff out once I've washed it, or to handle hot pans on the fire. And in here I would just keep tea bags and salt, sugar, and what have you. Right now there's just an empty tea bag to remind me to fill it up for when I actually need it. And so yeah, this little cleaning kit that fits perfectly in there could easily fit in this pouch right here, if I'm able to do that with one hand. Yes. Okay, so as you can see, that just fits beautifully in there. And in here at the moment, I just have an e-tool. There we go. And enough space to spare. I dyed this one with camel as well. As you can see, it has this distinct yellow tinge to it. So that can live in there. I'm not going to consider these side pouches sustainment pouches of the Molle 2 rucks, because I would carry water in those. And let's see what else. Okay, so going back to this little pouch right here, I figured I'd add this, because what I actually have on this side of the ruck, as you can see, is a detachable first aid kit. This I'm sure Condor does a version of this, although this is just a replica, a really good replica, but a replica nonetheless. Also, it's a little bit wider, because I believe the Condor one has a row of 4 pals webbing, whereas this has 5. And I really like this, I really like it in terms of the placement. And I made a video on this pouch, a 2-part video on this pouch earlier, basically, in the channel. And I'm not gonna go through the contents of all this, so if you really wanna go check that out, feel free to check out some of the videos on the channel. And yeah, the problem with this is that as much as I love this configuration, this is just a bit overkill for just a one-man, because I actually built this kit based off of other YouTube videos that I found, and I kind of mixed and matched and built it based on my own needs. And this is, as it stands, an MFAC, or multiple first aid kit. And yeah, I really love the rip away feature of it, but as I said, it's just a bit too much for a one-person loadout. So if I was going with a friend, say, and we divide the kit out in these two rucks, I could carry that easily. But by myself, I would probably use this space for the other pouch that I recycled that was living on here, and just put that down here. And yeah, as you can see, that fits nicely. So I'm probably gonna stick to that. And having done that, I've basically added on the side, as you can see, of one of the two carriers, this pouch right here, which holds a much smaller version of a first aid kit, which is great for, let's see if I can pull this out, waterproof first aid kit. There you go. There it is. And so yeah, this is just a lot more feasible, I'd say. For one person, it wouldn't need the MFAC on the side. So yeah, that's first aid covered with this nice woodland pouch. Kind of differs from the rest of the pack, but at the same time blends in nonetheless. Up here, as I said, I would be running my waterproofs. So right now I just have a Gore-Tex pants in here, woodland camo, and in the other one I have reversible 3-color desert camo and night camo. So these are, yeah, reversible trousers. Really cool. And actually, that's the thing, I've been building these two packs and outfitting them out for a 2-man team. So yeah, hopefully someday I get to convince a friend to come with me and we can test them out simultaneously. So yeah, for this pouch, I suppose, oh right, let me finish showcasing this pack, what I have on the other side here. There you go. Let's see if it stays in place. Yes. Okay, so on the other side here, I found this really cool pouch, this panel-like pouch that fits beautifully, again, underneath the sustainment pouches right there. And it just opens up. And there you have it. Right now I just have some light sticks in there. I could probably run a small multi-tool or something in here and have it nicely, organized. Mat pocket right here. And yeah, what I have in here at the back is just a poncho, which will double as a pack cover as well, because it will just drape all over the pack. And on the other side, what do I have here? I think I have a Mylar blanket. Yep, there we go. Another Mylar space blanket. Oh no, wait a minute. Sorry for that. What is this? Emergency reflective tent. Okay, even better. So I can improvise shelter if I really wanted to, or even a sleep system with just these two items. Then I managed to, it has the option to attach another pouch up here, so I decided to just run some gloves in here, nothing special. It has enough space for more utilities and bits and bobs. So yeah, this is just the way I decided to configure this section of the pack, and I have to say I quite like it. Let's see if I can get a shot. There you go. And also, let's see if I can get a shot of the two facing this way, so you can kind of gauge the color overall from the other side as well. There you have it. Okay. So yeah, I mean, it's looking pretty decent. I have to say I really enjoyed this project. It's been possibly the most fun project ever. And yeah, I'm really happy with the result. I forgot to mention that the top section of the hydration carrier will probably be used for phone, keys, wallet, you know, just random utilities. That's why I just keep it empty, and I don't like to keep this too full either, just because I have to remember to put some raincoats in there as well. But other than that, let me see if I forgot anything else that I could showcase. Nope, I think that's about it. I covered this. This other pack in more detail last time as well. So, oh right, maybe I didn't really showcase this part here. This nice Ozcam pouch. What I have in here is just a nice cleaning kit with a grab handle. Makes that useful, but I use this to basically for some utilities, like these little, whatever they're called, and basically these small carabiners for when I need to hang up my tarp, and just random bits and ends. Could always run a multi-tool in there and other stuff, you know, flashlight, headlamp. In here, on the other hand, I have a pack cover. It's just all in there. I'm not going to bother to take it out, but as you can see, this is with malice clips, and I wanted to touch upon this section in particular. And the reason why I have basically all these Molle pouches, and I might have to replace this one with one that just has the straps, like say on this side right here. So I haven't weaved it yet through, but the reason I want to, and the reason I want to have pouches that I can weave through, is so I can keep the structure. As you can see, it's kind of crunching up down here. So, you know, in certain places it will just crunch up, whereas if I weave it nicely, it'll maintain the structure of the pack, and basically give it a nicer profile. What I have in here is just a couple of socks, because why not, you know, have spare socks on the outside. You want to take a break, change your socks, and keep hiking. That's the perfect place without having to open up everything. Same thing here, by the way. As you can see, this hasn't been weaved in just yet, but you know, it had a tendency to kind of like crunch up and what have you, whereas once I weave it through properly, it'll just maintain that structure. And so the idea was to basically weave as many Molle pouches onto this pack as possible, so other than, you know, maximizing its potential, you kind of retain the structure of the pack. Okay, so I think I've been rambling on for quite some time now, almost 20 minutes. So I'm hoping you enjoyed the third part of this video, and that it gave you, you know, a better idea, you know, if you're able to gauge the kind of pouches, the kind of space, and, you know, what you can throw in there. Yeah, I mean, I hope you enjoyed this project, and I guess I'll see you on the next one. Over and out.